Okay. Hello, hello. I have some Pentium 3 motherboards. Yeah, I was playing with motherboards yesterday. When I say playing, I mean testing motherboards, testing CPUs, etc. And yeah, I've got a few motherboards here. I'm in the process of building a Pentium 3, a reasonably high-end Pentium 3 if I can. And so I've got a few options, and I'll be looking to get rid of probably some of the lower end Pentium 3 boards. And yeah, so I'll just go through some of what I found yesterday, which was a nice Sunday afternoon. A nice relaxing Sunday afternoon. Now, I think this board here was a potentially a no-go. I've got some notes here. Where did I get to with that one? This is a Gigabyte GA-6BXC. Yep, so it fired up. This board here fires up, but I think the IDE's gone in it because I plug in a bootable disk drive and BIOS won't detect it and it won't boot. So I tried the second IDE adapter as well, the second IDE channel, and same issue. So yeah, not 100% sure about that one. So that's potentially faulty. I didn't really spend a lot of time troubleshooting it. I really don't know what you can do. I mean, yeah, it just didn't detect. Whereas the other, I was using the same drive, the same hard drive, and the same CD-ROM as I was using on all these other boards, and they all detected, yeah, hard drive detected fine on those. No problem whatsoever. So that one's in the sort of, oh yeah, hey Mavanki and Evil C. Oh, Evil C. Something turned up. Ta-da! Thank you very much. Very well packaged. And yeah, appreciate it. I've got some Atari software that I want to run, and I couldn't on my 520. I couldn't run them, so I'm hopefully that'll sort the issue out. I don't know. I'll have to work out how to you know, convert the floppies that I've got to, you know, like ADFs. I'm not sure what Atari uses. I'm really noob with Atari. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's I assume it's always been, there's a wee sort of a dent and a crack there, but you know, I'm assuming it was always like that, and that, you know, I think your photo showed that that was a little bit broken there, but that's all cool. I really just wanted to sort of explore, really. So, you know, I'm not overly concerned. It's not absolutely pristine. It's in pretty good nick. Yeah. So I'll just work out how to, as I say, convert my physical floppies to, you know, in quotes, the Atari equivalent of ADFs, and use the GoTech. Yeah. Yep. No, that's all good. I had a lot of fun yesterday afternoon, most of the afternoon, whilst I was lurking on Carcinomi's long drive, 10-hour blimmin' session yesterday afternoon. I was set up on the kitchen table in the sun, messing around with Pentium 3s. It was great. Oh, yep. I'll look into that. Yeah, thanks. .st. Oh, yeah. Sounds good. Yeah, just got a message there from Carcinomi. He was going to do Pentium 3 stuff as well tonight. Sorry, mate. I've made quite a bit of progress, and yeah, some testing of these boards. So this is a P3BF. It was yeah, that's the one I showed on the stream last stream. That beastie there. That's going nicely, and you know, this supports, pretty sure, does it support 133? I think it does. Yeah, it does. This one, quite nice. Quite nice. Just turn my phone down there. Okay. So that one we've seen. You've also seen this. This is the socket 462 Athlon, and I was having a wee look through my stash. Rummage, rummage, rummage. Yeah. That is a K7 Triton board. DDR 400 plus, frontside bus 400, and I saw that. What is this one? What have we got? I have no idea what state it's in. Where's the model number on this? AGP 8 times, so I've definitely got cards that'll work with that. Can't see the bloody model number on it. It's not it there. 7V2 600P-RZ. Would that be it? 7VT 600P-RZ. Yeah, it looks good. I'm hoping it's all go. The thing is, I'm just a little bit unfamiliar, but I found this. It looks like it's the right. What have we got? Yeah, Athlon. Yeah, I'll just turn that. Is this going to show? Yeah, Athlon. What is it? Can you read it? I'm trying to read it on the screen. Okay. That I couldn't tell you. A1400 AM53C 1999. Yeah. Focus. Okay, there you go. Don't ask me what it is. I can see it's a 1400, right? Athlon, obviously. But I'm hoping. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, because so this is 1999, right? This Athlon. And the board seems to me as though it'd be a lot later. Yeah, well, at least I might be able to do some testing, eh? Just looking for any date codes on this board here. 04, maybe? Yeah, 42nd week, 04. Yeah, so I probably need to keep an eye out for a better chip, you know, providing this board is okay. But yeah, I could use that chip for testing. But yeah, that's a little project that I want to. It's got all SATAs on board here. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I figured it'll work. If it works, even if it's kneecapped, right? I'm just gonna make sure she's all go, and then I'll keep an eye out for a CPU. Oh yeah, very cool. So that's the Athlon. Oh, Carcinomi, did you see this? Evil C. Bought it off Evil C. 1040 STFM. I know bugger all about. Yeah, absolutely. Boo, yes. I know bugger all about Atari, but pretty keen to explore. Okay, this board, I think I mentioned on your stream last night, Carcinomi, that I've got a few Pentium 3 boards. Yeah, there's a few of them come out the woodwork. This is a GCB60-BX. Works fine as far as I know. Let me check my notes. I was just taking rough notes. B60, yep. So that one's okay. So this here, this chip, that's a Pentium 3 850. So out of all the Pentium 3s I've got, this is probably the fastest CPU I've got. So that's nice. Yeah. BX chipset. And what else we got? So that's a couple of BX chipset boards so far, plus a potentially faulty one, but I think we've got some options for that one for extra troubleshooting. My pathetic collection of AGP cards can just go over there. Next one, we've got, yeah. Oh, this is the board I bought from Amelia just recently, one of our Discord buddies. Actually, that's the one I fired up on stream last time, and she wouldn't boot. No life whatsoever. So I tried a few things. I put a battery in. I did this old CMOS clear. I think I had the RAM in the wrong slot. I didn't even look, during that stream. I had the RAM in this slot, which is bank 3. Is it bank 3? DIMM 3, yeah. And put it into DIMM 1 and still no go. Still no go. I think the biggest problem probably was dirty slot. Gave the slot a good cleaning with contact cleaner. Likewise with the AGP slot. And reinstalled in and out with the CPU. Oh, actually, I can see a bulgy cap. And same with the AGP slot. And yeah, and it came right. Yeah, she's all good. At first, I couldn't get the 433 that was with the board running at all. I put my 533 in, and it would only run if I set the jumpers to 433. Go figure. And then I put the 433 back in, no luck. Put the 533 back in, and I think it was just that process of swapping CPUs in and out of this slot. I put the 533 back in. It would fire up at 433, as I said, but then I thought, oh, I'll just try 533 settings again on the jumpers, and away it went at 533. And then so once I sort of had that running fairly reliably, I put the original 433 that Amelia sent me with the board, and it fired up as well. So it's all up and running. Good evening, Neo. How you going? I'm just running through some of the boards that I tested and whatnot. I tested some of the CPUs as well, which I'll show you in a second. That is a BioStar, but I can see a bulgy cap. This one here, not coming through. You might be able to just see. Yeah, just a bit bulgy there. That's no big deal. Can sort that out. There's only one of them bulging slightly, but I mean, I guess if one of them's starting to go, then all of them could be. So that's quite a nice board, I think. Yeah. I've got the manual for that one. Downloaded the manual for that. So here's another one. As said earlier, I'm not going to be greedy and hang on to all of these. I'll be passing some of this stuff on. This is this is my latest test bench job. That is a P2BF, which is identical to my machine that I ran, that's in this case down here under the bench. My Pentium 3 that I used for the retro LAN. So that's identical, and I have been using the socket adapter. Yeah, it's backwards, yeah. It's reversed. So that's quite nice. And no matter what I do, no matter what board I use, what CPU I use, with this SIS card in here, which is the best card I've got, Need for Speed Hopshoot 2 refuses to run. And, you can't really blame it for that, can you? Yeah, but she's quite grubby, actually, this board. It's quite dirty, needs a good clean. But that's running fine. So, you know, pretty much I was just identifying what boards I had that were good. Pretty much all of them are good, apart from that first one that I mentioned that the IDE didn't pick up on it. And we'll probably need to go through some more troubleshooting with that one. I think Mivunki suggested that possibly CMOS, you know, clear the CMOS and do a BIOS upgrade, things like that. All this sort of standard troubleshooting stuff that you'd expect to see if I can get that up and running. So, chips. I couldn't get any life out of the Pentium 3 600. But, yeah, I know you'd refuse to run on that SIS. It's the biggest steaming pile of turd. The problem is some of the other cards that I've got, the better ones, are actually too good for it. They, you know, they just refuse to run. So the Pentium 3 600, not sure about the state of that. And I couldn't get much life out of it. I didn't spend too much time messing around with that. But I did go through and I tested my Celeron CPUs here. I've got quite a few Celerons that I'll be looking to maybe pair up with boards that I sell or whatever. But that's a 433 Celeron. I've got two 433s, a 500, a 533, that's a Pentium 2. Pentium 2, yeah, and 466 and a 433. That there is a 600 Celeron. Not sure of the status of that one. Not sure I even tested that. So I think that's all that I've got that's compatible there. Oh, and I found a couple more here. What have I got? Celeron 400 untested at this stage. And that looks like a Pentium 75. Pentium 75 with horrible bent pins. Not quite as horrible as my Pentium Pro, but yeah, need to sort that out. Yeah. So, and I've got, what are these? Oh, Pentium 2s. A couple of Pentium 2s here. What's that one? That's 233. Yep, that's a 233. And that one, that's a 350. Couple of Pentium 2s there. Yep. So, really just need to test that, and I would have tested all my Celerons. Oh, I should really have a go at this as well. Yeah, see, 1.5 volt. So, but I think these Celerons here, I think these are 2 volt. We've gone off the deep end buying bloody Pentium 3 crap, or digging Pentium 3 crap out of the woodwork. You've seen these socket adapters. That one doesn't have a CPU in it. This one does though. And I'm not sure if I've tested this. Yeah, what's that one? This one's got the ability to change the voltages, right? Jumpers. So that could be quite handy for testing some of these other CPUs. That's a 400, so nothing exciting. I think it just asks the board, right? I guess. I mean, yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm sort of wondering if that's why my Pentium 3, the 600, wouldn't work, eh? The P3BF, yeah, maybe I should do my testing on that, yeah. So I've got a Celeron. There's another socket adapter here. That one there. You've seen these in the last stream, I think. Yeah. So that one there's a jumper for the copper mine or the Celeron. That one doesn't have that option. This one here doesn't have that option for the copper mine. Yeah, it's got 133 on the model number there, silkscreen. What is it? S370-133. Yeah. Okay. So I've got a few bits and pieces to try. I'd like to test this CPU here, that one, and my Pentium 3, and also this other Celeron here that I didn't test. That's the 600, sorry, Celeron. So that's the plan. Oh, and this one here, that 400 there, yeah. So I've got a few to test. I picked up another AGP card today, but I think it's a little bit too modern. So if I grab my P3BF, where did I put that one? Yep. What card? You mean? Oh, the card, the new one. It's in the car. I'd have to go and get it. I don't even know what it is. All I know is it's got the 2 slots here. You know, so it's backwards compatible. It's got the other, you know, the cutout. So this is the old style, right, with a cutout near the front, or near the back plate. Sorry, and it's got another cutout, you know, about here somewhere. Yeah. So that would indicate to me, you know, in my limited knowledge, that it's probably too modern. Okay, so we'll put that one aside. It's a P2BF. So this is the one with the Cooler Master shenanigans going on here. Cooler Master. I've got some benchmarks here too, but they're laughable because of that bloody SIS card. Let me see. So the P3BF, that's a Pentium 3650. You've seen this one on the stream last time. And it's all done in the BIOS, right? There's no jumpers, right? Oh yes, there is. CPU frequency. So at the moment, hey, CPU frequency, yeah, so it's set to all off. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And all off, so all off is times 2. And all off on the multiplier, what's that? On the frequency, sorry, all off, it doesn't have an all off, does it? Oh yeah, yeah, all off is 133. So at the moment this is set to 266, but it's got a 650, and it, you know, whether it's running at 650, I mean the BIOS picks it up at 650, but should have a look at those, setting those properly, eh? Because some of the benchmarks, so let's have a look here, the P3BF, did I test that one benchmark wise? P3BF, this is basically with the SIS card in all of them. With a 533, oh sorry, no, that's P2BF. P3BF with a P3650, just for your reference, a 3D mark of 366, which is pretty laughable, but as a comparison, you've got some weird results, right? 366 3D mark. The Asus P2BF with a slower CPU with a 533 Celeron got a 3D mark of 695. Yeah. The GBC 60-BX, that's a gigabyte board, isn't it? With a Pentium 3 850, got a 3D mark of 905. So that's probably the highest out of all of them. That's the fastest CPU as well. The M6 TBA with the Celeron 433 Oh, no. What have we got? Yeah. With the 433, I got 663 3D mark. With the 533 Celeron, I got 645. And I whacked that Trident turd in it, and man, it was not happy. 332 3D marks. Yeah, not ideal. But anyway, this should be running at 650 megahertz, right? But the jumpers would imply that it's running at 233. The jumpers imply 2 times 133. But the BIOS picks it up as a 650. So is the BIOS, you know, is got a few smarts in there to say, you know, I've got a 650 installed, run it at 650, whatever it takes. I don't know. Right, where's that? Where did that VGA connector go? That's weird. Why have I got no video? Multi is locked. Oh yeah. Is that, I mean, there's multi jumpers here, right? Well, it's a switch block, but let's call them jumpers. Multi a second. Frequency ratio, right? That's what you'd call multi, isn't it? Frequency ratio. It's 2 times 2.5 right up to like 8 times. And that's jumpers 1 to 4. And they're all set to off. So it's set to 2 times. Yeah, thing is, I haven't changed anything on this board. And at the moment, the board is set to 2 times, 133. I've changed nothing on this board, and it was booting yesterday. You know, like I was running it for quite some time. Oh, I did have a different card. Hang on. This is the other SIS card I've got. Yes, I have 2 of them. Let me get the other one, because that seemed to be happier. I won't get any beeps out of it because I don't have a speaker plugged into it. Let's try that. Hi. Yep, she's no go. Oh, hang on, did I pull the RAM out of the right slots too? Because I was mucking around with the RAM as well. Yeah. Dim 0. I should really plug the speaker in just to get a bit of feedback. But this was definitely running, this board. It was running as it is, as we see it. Yeah, I haven't had any problems with this board. That's rock solid, that CPU. I haven't had any issues. The only other thing I can think of is my VGA setup. I better make sure I've got the wrong VGA plugged in, I think. I've got the wrong VGA cable plugged in. That'll be why. I hope. Right. Or not. Yep, we're away. Takes a while to initialize this. This card actually. Right, so we have keyboard error, which is understandable, but we've got a Pentium 3650. So what the hell's going on there where, you know, it basically it's ignoring the jumpers. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So there we have a car seat. Oh, okay. Oh. Ooh. Geez, that package is just growing, isn't it? Potentially. KD 400. I think it is. Let me have a look. Let me see. K7 Triton. DDR 400 plus. It has a DDR 400 plus. Is that anything to do with the KT 400? FSB 400. Yeah, I would say so. Without looking it up. 7, let me write this down so I don't have to keep getting the board out. 7 VT 600P dash RZ. Yeah, apple green. Frontside bus 333, even though it says FSB 400 on it. FSB 400, DDR 400 plus. Time for some benchmarking, is it? If I can get this thing going. I should chuck that crappy old 1400 in it, and just see what happens. Although I'd have to probably fish some RAM. I think I will have to, yeah, find some RAM for that. I will have a look through my stash, but that'll be a job for tomorrow probably. So this, why? I mean, my understanding here, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that, I mean, I only get two options in the BIOS here, right? You probably can't see that. I think you saw this the other night, Cassie. You were helping me with this. It's not going to focus because there's not enough light. Okay, it's setting the front side bus. So I've only got two options. And is that ignoring everything on, all these switches on the board? Like, no matter what, I could switch that to anything, these switches, and it doesn't matter. I take it's, yeah. So the P3 is basically telling the board what settings to expect, or it's telling the board what it wants to see, what settings it wants. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, by rights, well, that if I use the socket adapter and just whack any old bloody CPU, yeah, that's a good point. I'm wondering if that should. I'd have to look that up. That's Pentium 3650. Yeah, this has a Cooler Master job on it, which is obscuring. Yeah. Slot 1. Slot 1, does that mean 1.65? Because some of the CPUs I've got, I think they're expecting 2. I don't think this has been out of here for decades. Jeez, these are a pain in the ass, aren't they? I don't want to go breaking anything. Not on this one. It's all it says on the top is Cooler Master, patent, and up. That's all it has. No markings. Yeah. And I suspect that pulling it out is not going to reveal anything either, is it? Except for the fact that I want to run another CPU in it. It is being stubborn. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Thanks. Yeah. Something mechanical is stopping this, I suspect. Geez, they do not make that easy. I am worried that I'm going to break something. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's got two, it looks like it's got two latches. One there, and maybe these ones as well at the top. So I've got these two side ones. And the top have to go in as well. So you need like 4 pair of hands. Maybe I should get the misses. Yeah, so the top two were the ones I initially tried, but I'm thinking that maybe these side ones might be as well. Okay. Ah, here we go. You can actually pull the top. Ah, look at this. Yeah. Let me see if I can read it. Yeah, 650. Yeah, 1.65 volt. But so why? Yeah, it's just like the little latch is not pushing in far enough. And I left my tools in the car, didn't I? That's got it. Yeah. Ugly. Ugly, ugly. So, I have a Celeron. That's a nice 650. Jeez. Proc swag. Aye. Fragged proc swag. What did I say this was? A 400 Celeron. Now these are 2 volt, aren't they? Which means JP5 is set to 2.3 and JP5 so let me just check to see what voltage that Celeron should run at. From memory, I think it's 2. .8. 2 volts. CPU code is 8. Oh, is that SL37X? Would that be the one? Yeah, 2. Okay. 2 volt. Make that back in there. So 2 volts is JP1 off, and everything's set to 2.3. Yeah, Celeron 400. Okay. Alice, I can hear. Squeaky. Squeaky Alice. Are you going to come and step all over the Pentium 3 stuff? Are you going to mash the keyboard? Eh? Oh yeah. Alice is good at mashing the keyboard. Remus is watching. Oh, that's good. The fuzzy overlord of cuteness. Here she is. Don't bend all the CPU pins. Oh god. Here she comes. Coming through. Anti-static precautions. She's not static. She doesn't wear blimmin' nylon knickers. That's good. Neo says hello, Mrs. Huck.
Hello. I tried to stay off camera, but I think it got me.
Oh, did it?
Hello.
She's too boring.
Nah.
Just blokes farting around with old computers.
Could have stopped with farting if you would have believed you.
Yeah. Yeah. Rightio. Oh, look at the state of that fan. I'll get the compressor onto that. Right. Fingers crossed for no smoke. She's set to 2 volts. Double checking my work. 2 volts. JP1 off. Everything else set to 2.3. just for the record. Okay. Yeah, I don't necessarily want dependable. You know, I want fast. I want to run that Need for Speed Hop Shoot 2 on my Pentium 3. It's all I wish for, and I know I can do it easily with a decent bloody graphics card, can't I? It doesn't matter what CPU. I could probably run this 400 Celeron, couldn't I? Put a decent graphics card in it. We'll be away laughing. Yeah, I'm sure it does to a point, eh? So I need decent graphics card, decent bloody speed CPU, I'll be away. Right, here we go. Oh, the fan's quiet. Oh, I spoke too soon, the fan's not quiet. Okay, we've got video. Yep, 400 Celeron. Just like that. Yeah. It was beautifully quiet until a piece of dust fell down into the fan and got chewed up. Thrown back out again at a great rate of knots. Okay, here we go. Did I plug the keyboard back in? No, I didn't, did I? Celeron 600. Look, it says Celeron 600. That's not right. Overclocking it. Yeah, it's not happy. Yeah. It's not happy. Let's try that again. Uh-oh. Let's try it. Oh, man. It picked up this 400 before, but I didn't have the keyboard plugged in. Yeah. It's trying. I might have to set the jumpers, eh? Ah, now it's not booting. Yeah, it's not happy now. So do I have to override it? Celeron 400. 66 megahertz, yeah. Yeah. Clear CMOS. Yeah. Okay, I'll try the CMOS to start with. I'm assuming it's this jumper here. I'm assuming it's this jumper here. I'm no longer using a screwdriver. I actually made a proper, well, it's not proper, it's close enough. No, not happy. Okay, 66 megahertz. Six times. On, off. And 66. 66. Off, on. Off, on. Hang on a second. That's 1 through 4, and then we've got 7, 8, 9, 10. 7 off. 8's off. 9 is on, and then there's a bloody. There's a diode over the silk screen. I'll just try that. Oh yeah, we've got something now. Yep, we've got 400. Okay. 400 megahertz. 6 times 66, that's correct. Wow, look at that CPU V-core though, 3.5. That doesn't seem right, does it? Yeah. 3.5. That's a bit scary. Two volts. It should be 2 volts, but it's 3.5. So the, oh, hang on, yeah, JP1, JP5, it's got JP6 on it, this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Yeah, that's that CPU cooler, the heatsink, is hot. It's hot, hot, hot. And it's been hot. Yeah. It's a worry though, isn't it? Yeah. Now I'm worried about using the socket adapters, because she's definitely set to 2. Hang on. Oh yeah, she's hot. Yeah. Man, it's hot. I might try that other adapter. I don't want to burn my hands getting the CPU out though. Burn my fingers. Shit. Okay. This one I can set for a copper mine or a Celeron. So JP, let's have a look here. JP1 off, 2323 the same. At 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. JP6, 2, 3 for Celeron. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to go get some tools though, because these clips, I don't have a screwdriver in here. Bear with guys, so I'll just go and grab my tools and that other AGP card I picked up today. Cat wanted to get out desperately. She's not allowed out at night now. She's giving me the side eye. Okay, here. What's this? That is a no-name something or other. 2003. 2003. Date code. So I wonder. No. I don't know. I'm not sure what the hell it is. What's this? Oh, GeForce FX 5200. 128 mega RAM. Do you think it'll work in this machine? Anyone want to place bets? Yep. So that now we're talking, eh? All right. I was going to swap these quickly. Yeah. Would it be acceptable to turn up at a retro LAN? Or would that be cheating? Cheating. Or would you let me in? Or would I have to sneak it in? Okay. 400. Let's get into the BIOS quick as possible in case this thing's cooking. 2 volts. Okay. That's better, eh? It's probably quite a good thing I've got a few... Yeah. Probably a good thing I've got a few Celerons lying around, eh? Oh well. Okay. CPU's a bit cooler. That's handy. Alright. That's good. Okay. Now, let's try this new card. Anyone want to take bets? Here we go. No go. Oh, I turned the main power off, that's why. Being super cautious. Yep, we've got video. There we go. GeForce FX 5200. Ooh, this is exciting. I'm going to leave. Will I leave the 400 in? I'll leave the 400 in the meantime. We'll give it a good test to make sure I didn't cook it. It's a bit weird. That other socket adapter makes me nervous. Right, hook up hard drive, next thing. And then I want to try and install Quake 3 Arena, which I failed to install the other day for some reason. I did it while we were landing on my other computer, but for some reason on this one it wouldn't install. But I might be doing something wrong because I'm not that familiar with the process. This will be pin 1. Hello, Alice. Desperately wanted to go outside. We're going to get one of those cat doors that works with the chips, you know, the identifying chips for cats, and but she still won't be allowed out at night. We're going to lock the cat door night time. She's a little bit too adventurous and sort of worried that she might go on the road. Hey, extremely adventurous. Yeah, let me clear your bed. Got junk all over your bed, haven't I? Hey, can't have junk all over your bed. No, it's not on. Okay, got everything plugged in. Are you going to sit on the keyboard? Oh yeah, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Track your cat. Right, drivers. so much for testing these other CPUs. She's trying to get out the cat door. She's never used a cat door, but she seems to know how to use one. Or you. She's causing havoc now. What was that model number? This was FX 5200. Is that right? 5200. Yeah. Thanks. Grab that driver. The working man's GPU. Well, that's good. It'll suit me down to the ground. GeForce release. Certified driver for GeForce FX5 series. Windows XP. Don't want that, do we? That's on the NVIDIA site. Open NVIDIA FX 5200 driver CD. Windows XP. I can't believe they still have some of the stuff. Let's see if there's an ME driver. Game ready driver or a studio driver? I'll choose a studio driver. No certified downloads were. Let's try. Show all operating systems. Here we go. Windows 98. Nope. It doesn't like it. 95. Oh yeah, there's a 95. ME, there we go. What are you doing, Alice? Yeah, heatsink's a lot happier. Not burning hot. Alice is rummaging around in a whole pile of crap. What are you doing? I might whack that sound card in too, actually. I think Need for Speed requires a sound card, and that's what I thought was wrong to start with. Thought it wasn't running because I didn't have a sound card in, and whacked one in and made no difference, so definitely something else going on there. Out of range. Oh, not on the CRT, it's not. Oh, that was a score then, wasn't it? What sort of pain is this going to put you through? A bit of pain, eh? Oh, sorry about that. Yeah. I'll set it back once I get in there. Card's working though, eh? I hope none of you suffer from epilepsy or anything? Ooh. Nasty. Ow! That was my knee. Right. Sound card. We are going for Sound Blaster Live. What do you reckon, Alice? Hey? What do you think? Say hello. Yep. This is just fun for fun. Yeah, totally. Yep. It's like a practice run, you know, for the real thing. It's kind of, that's the way I see it. Yeah. This is fun with a goal in a way, as say it's kind of like, it's like a dry run for the real thing, you know. It's kind of the way I see it. This will be interesting though. We have Need for Speed here, which I've not been able to run on this computer. It's going to run. Oh my god. It was the SIS after all this time. We knew that though, eh? It's running. Oh my god.
31 County. I copy 31.
Is that too loud?
Turning on the speeder that just flew by me.
So good. That is so good. This is the Celeron 400, by the way. Yeah. Tell you what I'm tempted to do is crack out the 850. Yeah. Yep. Nice. Yep. The 850 is on another board, which I'll just quickly grab. Well, so much for testing the CPUs. that can come another night because I'm just a bit too excited. $8.50. Where are you? Oh yeah, do you want to, tell you what I should do is I should benchmark it, before I change. Is there a frame counter for Need for Speed? Yeah, whatever. It's getting like, this was getting like 6 frames a second with the SIS. 5, 6 frames a second. Should that stall like that? Right. The MX. Did I benchmark? I don't know if I noted that actually. No. No, I'm not sure. I didn't note that. I didn't actually benchmark it, I don't think, did I? So, as a comparison, do I have a comparison? Reasonably close. The P3, oh, hang on. No, the P3BF, same board. I benchmarked it with the Pentium 3650 with the SIS in it. So we've got 366 to beat. Which won't be hard. The CPU benchmark for the 650 was 10,080. The CPU benchmark for the Pentium 3 850 was 12,345. It certainly looks nice. It's not screen tearing like the SIS it was on this. It was screen tearing badly. Yep. Yeah, I've got the 2001 benchmarker, but I haven't really done any benchmarking with that because it didn't like the SIS card, obviously. Was Chompy again? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, the graphics card, this graphics card here is a 2003 date stamp on it. But the rest of it's not right. Ooh, nice. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. There you go. 2458. Pretty close. I think you said what? 2200? 2458. And you look at the CPU. 3686. Yep. Okay. Do you want me to try the 2001 benchmark? Or should we crack on with the 850? Okay. have some flickering. Oh, it's not too bad, is it? I never really had much to do with the Athlons back in the day. We didn't really deal a lot with gaming machines. You know, we were building workstations and servers and things like that. I was doing it. Yeah, Alice is back. I was doing a little bit for myself, building. Yeah, I was building game machines and bits and pieces for myself, and you know, I didn't. To be honest, I wasn't really living and breathing it. Like, you know, it just absolutely stuns me the way you guys can just regurgitate all this information. It's just, it blows me away. I'm I'm not so good at remembering bloody model numbers and things like that. You'll notice that I'll like in a month's time I'll forget what bloody hell was in this thing. It's just not something that I retain. Never have really. The other thing that surprises me too is the way that you guys can go back to a certain date and know exactly what board you were running, what CPU you were running, what bloody graphics card you were running. I'd have a rough idea, but I wouldn't know for sure. Or you? She's doing the old love bites. She likes to she likes to show you who's boss, give you a bit of a razz, don't you? Eh? That's my knee. Ow! Ooh. Obsessed, yeah. You must have been, because, yeah, I wasn't really. I'd just like buy something and use it. I wouldn't sort of get too involved with specs and stuff like that. I wasn't into overclocking or anything. Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't really live and breathe it. Whee. But tell you what, I'm having a lot of fun learning the intricacies of it now, coming in later. You know, I was using these machines when I was younger. You know, I had Pentium 3s and bloody Pentium 2s. I had a Pentium Pro. Don't recall ever having Celeron. You know, Core 2s. Da-da-da. So yeah, I'm enjoying, you know, getting into the nitty gritty and figuring out what's good, what's not. She's pretty well behaved. She is. I saw your comment before, Neo, about how she's super gorgeous. She is. She's just super cute. Super cute. She's watching The Matrix. this is what she does when I'm working. She'll curl up on my knee like this, and I'll need to get up off my seat for some reason, you know. It's like take a machine out and blow it out with the air compressor or something, take it outside. And I have to get up off the seat, and she's all curled down, all snugged in, all cute, and just everything you want is like a lap cat. And she just, I just sit there and I think, oh, do I just stop the clock on the job and just sit here and enjoy the cat? Or do I keep the clock running and just get up and disturb the cat, carry on? It's just so nice having a lap cat. No, she doesn't really do that much with the front paws. She just curls up into a ball, pretty much like this. She doesn't normally put a little paw up like she's got here on my hand, but she'll just curl up into a little ball. Okay, 6,000. Yeah, I'll pull the card in a sec, and we'll have a close look at that model number if you like. Not sure if that'll shed any light on the situation. Oh, focus hunting there. Okay, duality P3 800. GeForce 4, oh yeah. So tell me, GeForce 4, as far as the era is concerned, versus this FX, which is obviously a 2003. Next generation, right. GeForce 4, obviously early 2000s, yeah. Ah, yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Is it supposed to be doing something here? Or is it locked? I can't see a hell of a lot happening. Should be spinning. Don't think it's happy. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's definitely not happy, eh? Model number GeForce FX 5200 D128M. And there's a whole bunch of other version numbers, I think it is. Yeah. Yeah. Better than anything I've got though, so far, which is pleasing. I'm happy about that. Let's see how the 800 handles it, eh? Preferable to stepping in cat bath. Am I putting all this stuff on your bed? Eh? That's not very fair, is it? Here we go. Little helper. Just trying to get comfortable. Your human keeps moving. It's not on, is it, Alice? Better get some RAM for that. Might as well just flog that. Are you stalking yourself on the screen? She can see herself in the little mini screen down here. She can see herself right here on this little... Who's this? That's not going to work, is it? Who's this? Who's that little cat? See what she does. I'll switch the view. Who's that? Eh? Who is it? She's watching the audio meter on the OBS studio. Any little piece of movement, just like homing in on it. Can you see my hands now? Oh, that goes that way. Oh yeah, it does too. Make sure I get the floppy cable the right way. Not that I really need the floppy, hopefully, at the moment. Yeah, she's a couple of months old. No, hang on. We got her, oh, it was around my birthday, which was April, just before. Yeah, couple, 3 months. Oh yeah, she's definitely kitty energy for sure. I'm just going to load the optimal settings here. I think that battery might be kapooey. She's playing with the audio meter. That's what she's eyeballing. Is that little green bar going across on the OBS studio? I'm just leaving the chipset features pretty much as is at this stage. Now she can see herself. Who's that? Who is that? Battle cat. Oh, Alice. Yeah. She's totally adorable. It's like should be illegal sort of material. Yeah. Oh, what are you going to type into the... she loves to walk on keyboards. Really screws things up sometimes, I tell you. You find out all sorts of keyboard shortcuts you never knew were possible. Should we do some benchmarking before we get into the fun? Okay, let's do 3D Mark 99, eh? This is, yes, it's a different board. It's an 850. Wow, look at that frame rate. It's an 850 megahertz Pentium 3 on a, what is this one? GCB60-BX. I think it's a gigabyte board. Oh, this is exciting. I've got a better, I'll have a better Pentium 3 than the one that's in my mid-tower. GCB60-BX. Yeah, that's it, Neo. No, it's not the one I just bought. The one I just bought came with a Celeron 433. DFI? Where did I get this? I'm not actually sure. I mean, I've had stuff just sort of stashed away. Basically, you know, Pentium 3 was kind of almost too new when I sort of started collecting, but because I'm such a pack rat, I grabbed them anyway, and I was the same with like Pentium 4s and things like that. In fact, I remember not so long ago refusing Pentium 4s, and I'm kind of regretting that, but I mean, I just don't have the room, so, you know, got to draw the line somewhere, eh? Yeah, I didn't have any problems with this board. I just plugged it in, whacked some RAM in it. Bob's your uncle. Oh, that's cool to know. if I ever, you know, get in the car to attend a LAN party, you know, if there's something in Christchurch or something like that, something a bit closer, I'll probably chuck a couple of Pentium 3s in, hey? Let's have some redundancy. You imagine going all that way and then finding your fucking computer shit itself, you know, something went wrong. Like, carry a spare. Oh yeah. I'm just trying to remember where I might have picked this board up. There was a bit of stuff being thrown out at the computer company I used to work for. In fact, they still, to this day, they're throwing out Gen 6 i5s, stuff like that. And complete 500 watt power supplies, Asus motherboards, I think, could be Intel. Yeah, but I mean, perfectly good for, you know, Windows 10. Well, whack Linux on it or something, you know. But yeah, they're literally just chucking them down to the recycle, they're donating them to the recycle. In the recycle centres, I think they're just pulling the boards out and the CPUs. Okay, so we've got 3D 5465. I'm doing this on paper. I'm not as flash as Kausnomi with his fancy Office 97 spreadsheets, Excel. Oi. Save project. Okay, so yeah, how do we play with this, right? So yeah, you can see there's my bio, right? Okay. Bio star. This is DFI, right? 850. P3 850. Or can I put this information? Yep. FX. Yep, that sounds fair. Okay. CPU. Yeah, that looks about right, eh? Should I do that other benchmark? Make sure it doesn't fail. Oh, okay. All right. I should see if this actually doesn't shit itself like it did last time. Okay, I am going to go and grab a coffee. Back in a sec. decided against the coffee. Might just stick to water, I think. A bit late for coffee. That's making it chug, isn't it? Ten frames a second. Seven frames. Just checking that heatsink seems fine. GPU, it's getting warm. This is the one it shut itself on, wasn't it? Oh, survived that. Oh, was it this one? Some nice effects in these benchmarking programs, hey? mean, for what, 2001, you know? There we go. Three, two, 7, 8. Three, two, 7, 8. Okay, Neo, thanks for calling in. Will do. Cheers, mate. Have a good sleep. Need for Speed. What? Is not specifically recognised. I've played this game with this joystick.
Challenge everything.
County.
I copy 31.
Turning on a speeder that just flew by me.
I've turned all the music down because it gets bloody content stricken. I should be able to bump this up, right? Oh, you bugger. Okay, let's see if... Hopefully you don't get too much flicker. She's going to focus hunt a little bit. Just give it something to focus on. Okay, 800 by 600. Color depth, actually, I'll keep it, oh. No, I won't keep it at 16, I'll go to 32, it seems to be. And I'll leave this default here just to make sure that, you know, she's going to run nicely. Actually, I might make that reset. The horn, that one. Okay. That should do it. Yep, police on and traffic on. Full grid. Yep. Let's go for the voxel. Can tell it's running better. Manual. I just like to play manual. It was driver version. .98. It's a Forceware Win9X English from NVIDIA. Ooh, this is exciting. Oh, this is... If this... Oh, I hope this works. Yeah. Let's see how this goes. We've got the gears. I didn't see it. Gear change. Oh man. Game options. Will it? No, it won't let me set the joystick, will it? Game option. Oh, you bastard. Cocked that up, didn't I? Shift up. Shift down. So camera, change camera, button 4, and I want the reset, that one there. Let's reset, horn, shift up, shift down. Okay, that should be it. Yep. Okay. Intermediate. I always seem to get bloody pulled over by the cops, busted by the cops. It's hard to have a decent race when there's bloody cops all over the place and friggin' traffic coming towards you on the wrong side of the road. Oh, it's nice. Oh yeah. Ooh, yes. I'm happy.
31 County. Commencing pursuit. Vehicle is a yellow Vauxhall VX220.
Copy 31.
Be you, buddy, not me for once.
County. In pursuit. Vehicle is a blue sports car.
Copy 28.
That shortcut, I mean, I know the track really well, but that shortcut gets me sometimes. It's actually a little bit dark going through there to increase the brightness.
This is the last lap.
Oh yeah, it's going to be real nice. So the next thing to do is turn up some of the effects. So
County. I've lost sight of the suspect.
sit
Come in
behind
in
him at
pursuit.
road.
Vehicle is a blue Vauxhall VX220.
Copy 19.
Advise who's available.
I copy 19.
54, 19.
Oh no, I'm in
right
the
on
shit
your
now.
tail.
We're just going to get to that finish line.
I'm ending this pursuit in the interest of public safety.
Oh, that is nice.
You place first.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty cool car actually. It's it seems to go better than the Lotus, eh? Yeah, that's going well, isn't it? Oh, I'm so happy with that. Let's crank up some of these options here. Oh, what do you think? 1024? Will it do it? 1024 by 768? What do you reckon? I'll chuck some headphones on, I think, otherwise the missus might not appreciate those bloody sirens wailing. She'll wonder what the hell's going on. Cops have turned up.
County. Turning on a vehicle going a high rate of speed.
County, commencing pursuit. Vehicle is a yellow sports car.
27 County, commencing pursuit. Vehicle is a blue Vauxhall VX220.
I copy 27.
Request additional units. I'm near the tunnel.
Copy 27.
54, 27. I'll be secondary.
I am terminating pursuit.
County. I've got him again. Commencing pursuit. Vehicle the blue Vauxhall VX220.
Copy 31.
It's the final lap.
County. Terminating pursuit. Please acknowledge.
County. I've got him again, in pursuit. Vehicle is a blue Vauxhall VX220. Request permission to use a spike. 28 County, the spike's all ready.
County, all units. The spike strip is set.
County. The suspect has gone around the roadblock. What are you doing? I've lost contact with the subject.
County. Now, got him again. In pursuit. Vehicle the blue Vauxhall VX220.
I copy 31.
We need a spike strip.
Copy 31.
28 County, the spike strip is ready. By the bridge.
County, all units. Spike strip is deployed. It's near the bridge.
Oh no.
County. Vehicle drove around the roadblock.
Yeah. Oof, alright. Oh man. Yeah. That's 1024 by 768. Man, that's not a bad little card for this machine, eh? I mean, geez, I was lucky to get that. So I try cranking everything. This might, I mean, I think it was, I mean, it stammered once in that game. A little bit, tiny little bit. What, is that locked? Oh, these are all locked. Is that right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking, eh? Like they know what a Vauxhall is. I remember enjoying playing the Dodge Viper. Can't remember what version. Might have been like Need for Speed 1. Was it Need for Speed 1? G'day Epsilon Eagle. Yep. There's a nice retro build here that I'm putting together. Pentium 3. Let's go for a yank tank, eh? You reckon? So I've got, I'm running at 1024 by 768, 32-bit. And I've got everything ramped up. Oh, g'day, Into. Night. Oh, thanks for lurking. Catch you again. Have a good sleep. Right.
County, in pursuit. Vehicle is a red Ford Mustang Cobra R. County, amending this pursuit in the interest of public safety.
County, commencing pursuit. Vehicle is yellow Ferrari 360 Spider.
46 County, I've got him again, in pursuit. Vehicle is a red Ford Mustang Cobra R.
Copy 46.
County. This is way too dangerous. I'm discontinuing pursuit.
Last lap.
Oh, way too fast. Oh, well, this thing actually goes quite well once you wind it up.
19 County, I've got him again. Commencing pursuit. Vehicle is a red Ford Mustang Cobra R. We're going to need extra units by the hairpin.
Copy 19.
54, 19. I'm coming behind him.
Are you messing with me? I've All set, hold the vehicle.
46 county. Vehicle just went by me at a high rate of speed. Couldn't see what it was.
County local patrol. 46 attempting to overtake a vehicle.
Get out of the way. Come on through.
28 county.
Beginning pursuit of speeding vehicle.
County all patrol. 28 attempting to overtake a vehicle at a high rate of speed.
Request helicopter or fixed wing.
County local patrol. The helicopter is airborne.
Second. Too bad.
You place second.
This thing is just eating it up. Ooh. Wow, I'm really pleased with that. Really pleased. So good. Oops, sorry about that. Nice little build going on there. Very, very pleased with that. Well, that's good progress. I think that will be probably my second P3 after maybe this other one that I'm going to build with the gigahertz CPU. But I'll do a wee stock take once I get that, and yeah, as say, I'll be looking at passing on some of this gear, some of the older stuff, you know, the slower, not so high end stuff. I'll look to sell on or trade or whatever, give away, who knows, you know. But yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks everyone for popping along and yeah, coming along for the ride. It's been pretty exciting for me. I'm glad I went and got that card out of the car because I thought it was going to be, you know, too modern for this machine. Turns out it's just brilliant. I'm really pleased. This was one of the hurdles that I wanted to get over, was to get Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 running on a Pentium 3 nicely, and that is good. That was everything turned up. 1024 by 768, 32-bit color, totally playable. All the traffic on, the cops on, all the other cars in the race. Absolutely brilliant. I'm really chuffed, really chuffed. So yeah, as I say, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks to those for who were giving me a hand earlier, Carsnomi, Mev, Neo. Thanks guys, and we'll catch up with you for another update at some stage. Yeah. Alrighty. Catch you later.